Hello again guys, Jetin here. Today we will be reviewing the A330-200 Malaysia Airlines in 1 to 200 scale made by JC Wings. So first of all, this particular scale model comes with removable magnetic landing gears and can also be displayed in flight. A stand is also included, so multiple display options available. This model was also just quite recently released, so let's take a closer look at it. So first let's start off with the front port side. So here, as we can see, cockpit windows done very beautifully and looks quite accurate as well. So basically you get the impression that this is an A330 when you look at the face of the model. For me, the face of the aircraft really does determine whether the model is worth it or not. And in this case, it does remind me of the A330. So, as you can see, the pitot tubes at the front displayed quite well. And then we move to the front first door, also very highly detailed. Present there is text that even I cannot see. The model also has a nice shine to it. It is of course a die-cast metal model, so it naturally has that nice shine on top of the polish on the airplane. Now of course, with all die-cast models, this one, the logos, windows and all are tempo printed. So when they are tempo printed, it means that it gives off a very nice look without any decal marks on it. So as you can see there, even if zoomed up close, it looks clean, crisp and clear. We move to the nose wheel. In my opinion, this nose wheel is a bit too big and a bit too long for the A330. The aircraft should have a shorter nose wheel and should have a slight nose down angle look to it, and a slightly smaller nose wheel of course. So behind the first door there's the Malaysia flag, One World logo, some more tubes, sensors, and then you can see the model in its Negaraku livery. Nice swoosh lines. Then at the top you can see the antennas, and then a sat-nav dome of some sort. So now we move to the engine. This aircraft is powered by a PW4000 engine, shaped quite well here. Again, you can see some emergency markings on the engine cowling. Highly detailed engine pylons with painted on landing lights near the base of the wing there. And as we move to the back, from top to bottom, you can see the jeweled beacon light up top on the fuselage there. Continuation of the Negaraku livery. And as we move to the surface of the wing, as you can see, I'll move up top a bit. The wing is highly detailed on top. You can see a lot of do not walk warning signs on it. And then just look at the surface markings on the flaps. I'm not sure what those are called, but they sure look pretty good. Now let's focus side view of the main landing gear. Beefy looking large tires, which is good. Then we move further back. Let's try to get a focus on that wingtip there. Of course, the wingtip has the Malaysia Airlines logo, wingtip logos there on the winglets. And then we'll zoom back to the fuselage. Completion of the Negaraku livery. with the Malaysia Airlines star and moon. Then the 9MMTZ registration number, and again all those little antennas. Now we move to the tail. Now just a fun fact, the vertical stabilizer of the A330-200 is quite a bit larger than that of the A330-300. And the MUS logo, beautiful looking logo there. So now let's take a look at the starboard side. Now for the starboard side, we'll take a quick look, just quick rundown so you guys can see the difference on the port and starboard side, but pretty much the same, highly detailed. So I'll just go slowly through to the side, the engines, fuselage, the main landing gear, the wings, there you go, just a closer look. Okay, let's take a look at the front of the airplane. Now we see the front of the airplane. First of all, again, like I mentioned, how important the face of an aircraft is. And this one sure does look like an A330 from the front. As we go down, we can see the circular cross-section of the fuselage, the zoom in there, the nose wheel, appropriately small, needs to be a bit smaller like I mentioned just now. Then we'll take a look at it from the starboard winglet. Focusing issues, I'm sorry guys. Okay, there you go, leading edge slats, the PW4000 engines. Let's see whether we can get a closer look at the engine fans. Yep, there you go. They spin, they most definitely do spin. You just need to blow a bit hard in them. The engine center cone also resembles that of the PW4000, big and round. And then now we go to the front view of the main landing gear. I'll give you a closer look at the landing gears a bit later, but you can see how sturdy those look now compared to the first generation JC wings / Gemini jets landing gears. This one looks particularly good, more accurate. The axle is also more wide. Right and left tires are more separate, which is more accurate, of course. Thicker as well. Then zoom out a bit. There you go, look at that top portion there. The vertical stabilizers, the left main landing gear, the engine, leading edge flaps, the winglets. Okay, now I'll also give you the rear view. Now here's the rear view of the airplane. If you from above, you can see the insane details there available on the wings. Look at that. The wing surface looks very nice. The small warning logos there. The main landing gears viewed from above and rear. And the starboard wing. Now as you can see, bring you down to eye level. There, most certainly looks like the real airplane itself. Lovely JC wings, engines viewed from the rear, insanely realistic. Okay, now a bottom view of the belly of the airplane. This is why I love these die-cast models. They have, focus issues. They have insane amount of details. Look at the amount of details. It's just difficult to get that amount of detail on plastic models. Look at that. Look at that. The wings from under with the registration number. Okay. And the Negaraku livery from the bottom. The bottom underside even has that opening hatch, I guess, for servicing. Detailed well, really detailed well. And then in the rear, at the back here, molded in APU. So here's a look at the plane from afar. Look at that, looks really good. Here's a top view of the airplane. Okay, again with the detailed wings. Now here is a front 3/4 view of the airplane on its stand. First of all, with all modern JC Wings models, the stand, number one, is custom made for the airplane with the airline name, logo, the airplane type, airframe and the scale. Number two, the stand, as with modern JC and GJ stands, is simulated wood and is actually made of metal. As you can hear, the base is made of metal. I think it makes for a more solid stand, and this section is also made of metal. So now, looking at the airplane, this looks more like a final approach kind of look, but without the extended flaps. The airplane looks quite stunning. If I give you a better angle, it really looks like the airplane is on final approach, as if we were airplane photographers at the bottom. Now, as you can see, I'll demonstrate to you. The landing gears are magnetic and quite easily removable, and they also include landing gear replacement doors. Here's a closer look at the landing gears. So as you can see, these wheels do turn, and the insane about the detail is these landing gears totally hit the ball right out of the park compared to in-flight and Phoenix landing gears. The tires are just, it has that aircraft tire look with the rounded edges from the front. Swivel there should be beacon lights there in the two holes there, but it seems empty. Sometimes if you're lucky, you do get the jeweled look. And here is the main landing gear. Again, magnetic. It has the hinges there, so you can display it as with A330s. A bit of a hang. Sorry. There you go, a bit of a hang. And then look how wide that axle is compared to the first generation A330 landing gears. And this one is on the other side. So landing gears look pretty good. Now here is a view of the box that comes with the model. JC released this model in two different registrations, the 9M MTX and the one I have is MTZ. That is a very beautiful box. It is a white box with a sleeve. Now the rear of the box includes the airline name and logo, and like in in-flight brochures, a bit of airplane dimensions, the wingspan, the length, the height of the plane on the ground, and of course a bit of minimal technical specifications and some safety warnings. Of course, JC Wings is the manufacturer of this model. So all in all, what is my rating for this model? It is a 9 out of 10. It is an insanely beautiful model of a beautiful aircraft in a beautiful livery. I am Malaysian, so Malaysia Airlines is quite close to my heart. A stunning airplane, and I would definitely recommend it. So if you guys found the review helpful, Kindly leave a like, maybe share and subscribe if you want, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.